नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भूतकर्मणे रूपनाम विभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। प्रभुर्नंदकुमारो में स्वामिनी वृषभानुजा कृतार्थोऽहं 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 न संशयः। During this time of pandemic, when the entire world is struggling to embark its existence, where governments are trying to save as many lives possible, where the rich is trying to invest money to find cure to help the society, where the deprived are searching for opportunities and searching for facilities so that they can exist in this world in a peaceful manner. Well, here is something that you and me, we all together as one world could do. Why am I referring you and me and this entire family as one world? It's said in one of our scriptures, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This entire world is a big family. And when the family is in trouble, it's the entire family's responsibility to take care of each other. It's not just the mother who takes care of the child when the child is ill, but it's also the child who needs to take care of the mother when mother is ill. Well, our Mother Earth is actually in trouble. Why? Because the children of this Mother Earth are in trouble. It's both way, and we need to understand and step up in multiple ways in order to do something for each other. Well, the rich can give money, they can give you grains, they can give you food, they can give you facilities, they can provide you assistance, they can sustain you in a job for a certain period of time. However, what about the others who cannot do something else? They feel that they are not contributing towards the society. Well, the biggest thing that you and me can contribute is first by staying at home. Now, we human beings have a lot of Rajas Tattva in us. We are Rajasi in nature. Reason being, we are continuously engaged in doing some or the other karma. Even sleeping is karma, reading is karma, eating is karma, doing your job is karma, and it's very difficult for a human being to just stay as it is. We are socially active people. I won't call us as animals because there is a difference between animals and us. Animals have similar needs like us, but they don't have that one thing that is there between all of us. And that common element is called dharma. It's called dharma. It's the Sanatan Dharma which is binding all of us. We might be of different caste, we might be of different creed, we might have a different belief. We might be believing in a different format of God as well. Some might believe in idol worship, some might not believe in idol worship. However, we all are confined with this one common phenomena, and that common phenomena binds the entire society, binds the entire family. Well, we are no different even if we are in Africa, we are in United Kingdom, or we might be in India. Sanatan Dharma is applicable everywhere. And we as humans follow certain protocols in order to lead our life. We follow certain things so that we can safeguard ourselves. We follow certain rules and regulations in order to make our life worthy of living. Lot of things have said and done, and continuously people are doing some shamming in terms of the practices that we all have. Now mind you, this entire virus which is taking place in the entire country or in the entire nation for a matter of fact is an outcome of touch. On one side of the world, when everyone was doing handshake, India, rather Bharat, was the one to always do a namaste. Why? Because we never believed in a handshake so easily. We only touch someone whom we love utmost. Well, this is the embark of social boundaries that we create, and now the entire world is calling it social distancing. Um, Social distancing is nothing new in the Indian space. Now, since you guys are staying at home, since we all are staying at home, and as you can see in the surrounding right now, the auspicious hymns are being heard, and people are blowing the conch, and you can even hear the what do we say in Hindi? We call ghanti is being played. These are auspicious sounds that we all listen to, and that's how we start our day. Apparently, our day starts with positive vibrations, and it's not just in terms of a good thought, but it's also in terms of what we listen to. A lot of things are being said and done, and I want to draw your attention towards your lifestyle, which you can maintain during this time of pandemic, right? Let's think it from a spiritual point of view. Why is it important for you to nourish yourself during this time of COVID-19? When elders used to wake up, they used to have a small photograph, or what we call as a chitra of the Divine Lord. They used to look at that, and then they used to start their day. What is happening with us right now? We start with our days with an app or with a mobile phone, and we see some breaking news. X number of people died in so and so country. We have empathy for people who die, but we also need to take care of ourselves at the same time. We need to nourish the right kind of thoughts that are coming inside. It starts with the day and it ends with the night. Second thing that we need to do, we need to understand that the senses that we have got, we need to take care of those senses. On one side, there are political scenarios happening. On the other side, there are communal scenarios happening. On the other side, lynching is happening. I understand this is not the perfect time to see things going wrong, but you being at home could also make things right. How could you make things right? First of all, we've talked about enough nourishment. We need to stay positive. The entire Western and the Eastern culture in the days of spirituality and motivation is just talking about being positive. Now, how do you go about it? Let me help you with this one thing. Once upon a time in Mahabharata, when Yudhishthir had performed a major sacrifice in terms of a yajna, at that time he saw a weird thing happening. Everything was perfect and fine. People were having prasad. Brahmins were being, gifted with alms. Everyone around in the family was happy as well. However, there was this one animal which came there. The animal was half in gold and half in normal color. Well, my worry is not which kind of animal was that. My worry is we need to hear the backstory behind it and need to understand what kind of things that we have and we should be lucky about. So this animal, which is half gold and half normal, was actually trying to move around his body in the leftovers of food eaten by a lot of people out there. Yudhishthir was amused, and he went there and he asked this animal, "What are you doing?" He said, "Some time ago, I went to a particular place. There were leftovers of food by a noble person. Apparently, I happened to eat in them, and I was trying to move in that particular space in order to consume that food. Only half of my body got touched with that food, and my half body turned into gold. But the remaining half stayed as it is. I thought if I would come to your sacrifice, my remaining half of the body would also turn out to be gold." Well, here's the thing. The leftover of foods that were there and the animal who was trying to, move around in that plate, there was no intent. There was pure love. We are getting to eat. We are getting to eat luxurious food. We are being able to eat whatever we want. We are able to consume whatever we want to. Well, a lot of people in this world are deprived of this basic necessity, and we cannot be egoistic or we cannot have attitude about the same. And that's exactly what Yudhishthir understood at that particular point of time. I fed so many people, but this one animal couldn't turn half of his body into other gold section. Here's one thing that I want to tell you. You want to nourish yourself with good podcasts. Listen to the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Imagine Pandavas. Imagine Pandavas who were there in an exile for about 12 and a half to 13 years. Today is the day of Akshaya Tritiya, the very same day where the sun god, because of Lord Krishna's grace, actually gifted an Akshay Patra. We are lucky that Annapurna, all our grains have been filled at our houses, but there are some people in this world who don't have those luxuries either. Basic necessities are not available in the space. It's our moral responsibility to take up and go and help such people out. Let me give you one more example. I am sure you might have heard of Harishchandra. Harishchandra was some person who was known for his truth. However, I'm going to tell you one story about one king whose name was Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana was actually a king of Bharat. He had a norm. At every year's end, if there is any money which is there in his own revenue system, he will donate that particular money to the entire community. Well, I'm not sure if you can donate the entire money that you have, but we can definitely ensure something if you could contribute some portion of our income to the people who are not being able to even take basic medicines or basic sanitations or things like those. This was one noble king who gave away everything. And it's not just him. It's a lot of people who wanted to conquer this world eventually realized they can't and they gave up on something. And that something was what they earned. Let's try and help other people by giving something that we have. Let me tell you one more thing that can help you nourish your positive thought process. Have you ever thought how would Ramji and Sita ji would be living in the exile for the 14 years? And out of that, about 1 or 1.5 years was actually without each other. So you can think of that. It's not the first time wherein we have a lockdown, wherein we have been restricted to do certain things. When we go back to eons and ages ago, at that time people had a limited social circle. They wanted to achieve something but within a limited space. Well, here's one thing that you need to understand. This lockdown has opportunities for you. Whether you want to create opportunities during the lockdown or you want to be locked down of these opportunities, the decision is yours. Well, we were talking about locking down certain opportunities. Well, here's one thing that you could do. It's difficult to stay in an environment for 24 hours, right? Same house, same set of people, but here's something that you could do. First things first, our culture talks about Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Well, here's your time. Why don't you try mending your relations with your elders? This is especially for the youngsters who reside around the globe, who are not with their parents, who stay away from their parents. Here's your chance. Make it up with them. Confront them with whatever issues you have. Treat them with respect and tell them what is the issue that you have. This is the time wherein you can actually get rid of all your negativities. Why? Because we pray our parents as God. The first guru, for a matter of fact, is your mother. The next one is your father. The third one is your preceptor or your teacher, or in other words, we call him Acharya. It's your time to pay homage to them. Consider yourself lucky if you have parents. Give them a call, speak with them, let all your negativities go out and start afresh with them. That's the first thing that we could do. The second thing that we could do is take care of your own self. Now, why do we need to take care of our own self? There is one saying in our entire ecosystem of Sanatana Dharma, Sharira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. If your body is there, if you take care of your body properly, you will be able to do the right acts. Now, when I say right acts, it's not just about you meditating, or it's not just about you being truthful. It's about you going a step beyond and trying to achieve something that you don't already have. There are 30 things that a human being needs to have. The first criteria amongst is to be true. The second among is to be actually pure. And it's not just about cleanliness, but it's also about the purity that we have externally as well as internally. We need to consider these thoughts and keep pushing ourselves to do something much better. Now, for all those people who feel they're tired and they don't want to do anything, here's your chance. It is said, Chitte prasanne, bhuvanam prasannam, chitte vishanne, bhuvanam vishannam. What am I trying to tell you over here? If your chit is happy, you'll feel the entire world is happy. But if you're internally sad, you'll feel everything is sad. Well, here's your chance. Why don't you try to work on yourself and try to make the best out of yourself? I'm not asking you to learn something new, but I'm definitely asking you to unlearn something that you don't need anymore. I'm definitely asking you to let go certain things which hamper you. I'm asking you to get rid of all the negativities and the vices that have been troubling you. Now I'll tell you why is it important to do so. We all have certain faults in us. We all have certain things that we don't do right. Well, here's your chance. We are getting the maximum time for self-reflection. We can get our own space and work our own self. Let me tell you this one thing. Lord Krishna himself used to meditate for some time. He used to sit in dhyan and he used to observe. Now imagine this. The supreme tattva of this world is actually meditating upon himself. That's the best thing in life. You don't need to worry about anything else. You just need to do your things right. And if you do your things right, let the fruits come by itself. Because if you try to control your fruits, maybe you won't enjoy the process either. Here's your chance. Make peace with yourself. Try to settle down yourself. And in order to make sure you want to do that, for all those people who don't believe in religion, here's one thing you could do. You could read about leaders who were there before, who have done a lot of things right. You can read about Bhishma. You can read about Vidur. You can read about Chanakya. You can read about various leaders who have been there over the period of years and see what have they done. If you believe in religion and if you believe in God, why not to actually read about what are the various pastimes, what are the various leelas done by Lord? You might be a Rama Bhakta. You can read the entire Valmiki Ramayana, which is the original form of Ramayana, which is the first form of Ramayana ever written. It is also called as Kavya because that was the first form of poetry written in form of a scripture by Valmiki Ramayana. Valmiki is also known as Adi Kavi. If you feel you are inclined towards the various political aspects, life aspects, various things that make you interested among how the life is flowing, you can actually focus on Mahabharata. Well, mind you, the scripture is about 1 lakh verses and there's a difficulty for us in understanding Sanskrit. But here's your chance. When was the last time you did something new? When was the last time you did something and you failed and you laughed at yourself? Well, here's your chance. In this world of online, when Google has been one of our teachers as well, there have been initiatives. People are using various ways of technologies to learn something new. Instead of just engaging yourself in preparing some Dalgona coffee, why not actually prepare something which is good for your soul? Third thing that I would like to tell you during this time of pandemic, how are you helping people? You can change the way you live, you can change the way you think, you can change the way you do things. If there are any grudges that you have, you feel you didn't end things well with one of the people whom you know. Well, the world is kind enough to give us WhatsApp. The world is kind enough to give us Hangouts. The world is kind enough to give us various forms of technologies. All you have to do is just make that one call. Why? If there is sorrow in us, mind you, no one likes people who are sad. People like people who are really happy. And imagine this, if you are a bhakta, half the time you're troubling God, God please solve this, boss please solve that, oh God please solve this. Is your God someone who's going to solve your problem every now and then, or it's your responsibility to solve them? Draupadi was lucky enough to get that help when she wanted. But God has given us the power to help ourselves. Why not take that effort and trust Him that He'll do whatever is right for us. Our job is to actually try, and His job is to actually give us fruits. And the last thing that I want to tell you, during this time of pandemic, why don't you engage yourself in some form of satsang? Well, I'm sure you might have read the world's famous books of 5 a.m. Club, How to Make Money. You might have even read How to Make Friends and Win People and stuff. You've done it all. You might have even read 1 Minute Manager. Well, these are all modern theories of being a human being. These are all modern theories of being a leader. Let's go back. Let's try and relate to what we have done in our lives since ages. The term is called satsang. The word satya refers to truth. Generally, people who are positive are the ones they definitely attract more people. There are various religious leaders. There are various spiritual leaders. And if not, if you don't like any of them, there are various spiritual books. All you need is an intent. Mind you, an action cannot start without an intent. You need that intent to find the right people. And in this world, it's not that difficult to find the right people. Most of the data is available on the social media profiles or on search engines of the world. Well, it's our chance whether we want to take that step ahead or we want to say, "Hu shu karu? Mane kai nathi samjhatu. What should I do? I'm not understanding anything." A lot of people in this world are spending time in playing games, in playing board games. They are conducting online conferences. They are trying to catch up with families. They are trying to catch up with relatives. They are trying to paint. They are trying to dance. They are trying to work out. I know I need one too, but still. Well, here's the thing. You are doing all of these things. Why not synchronize your life? Think about how can you be a better human being. Think about how can you be a better bhakta. Think about how can you be a better family member. Well, whatever it is, let your inner self come out. And be that kind of a human being. Not because you have to impress others, but because that person who has given us birth, that person who has given us a chance, that Almighty who has sent us down, is actually looking upon us. What are we trying to do? Here's one thing. Try finding the right people. Try collaborating with the right people. If you are a Vaishnav, start trusting Mahaprabhuji's sayings. Start believing in his principles. Read them. You may fail to understand them at once. Try reading them again. Ask when you have a doubt. Why? Because our culture is based on jignasa. Our culture is based on curiosity. Our culture is based on faith. You have a question, you can ask it. And mind you, help will always be offered to people who seek for it. Here's something that I want to tell you and leave you with this one mantra which is sung across the globe by Brahmins, and it talks about Dyauhu Shantir, Antarikshakgu Shantihi, Prithvi Shantihi, Apa Shantihi, and the entire verse goes forward. If possible, search for it on the internet and start engaging in such terms. In case if you are a Vaishnav, you can definitely recite Ashtakshar mantra and ensure your mind is actually in just one place, and that's the lotus feet of Lord. That's Charana Kamal of Shri Krishna. By saying this, I end my discourse over here. If you find anything beneficial over here, kindly practice it. If you have some feedback for me, I'm all yours. You can contact me anytime. Jai Shri Krishna.